Disrespect is a test. Why silence, detachment, and growth make men untouchable. There comes a moment in every man's life when reality hits hard. The world does not owe you respect. It does not promise dignity, and it will not protect you from being tested by others. Some people are watching closely, waiting to see how much you'll tolerate. Disrespect is not random. It's a probe, a test of boundaries, a silent question asking whether you will defend your worth or surrender it quietly. Many men fail this test without even realizing it. The truth is simple but uncomfortable. Respect is not given to men who explain themselves. It's not handed to men who react emotionally. And it's never awarded to those who tolerate behavior they secretly resent. What follows is not motivation for men who want to feel good. This is not a comfort talk. This is a blueprint forged through cold strategy, emotional discipline, and psychological clarity. There are 7 methods powerful men use to become untouchable. Not loud, not aggressive, not desperate, but controlled, deliberate, and feared in silence. By the end of this, you'll not move the same way. You will not respond the same way. You will not tolerate the same behavior. And once that happens, respect follows without a single request. Master the art of silence. Silence is the first weapon, and it costs nothing. When someone disrespects you, every instinct urges you to react, to defend yourself, to explain, to strike back with words. That reaction is exactly what they want. It feeds them energy and confirms that they reached you. Silence denies them that victory. This is not weak silence. It's not confusion or fear. It's the calm stillness of a man who refuses to hand over control of his emotions. Silence creates discomfort. It creates uncertainty. It forces the other person to sit with their own behavior. When you say nothing, they replay the moment in their mind. They wonder if they crossed the line. They question their position. They feel exposed. You never had to say a word. Powerful men understand this truth. Silence speaks louder than anger ever could. It tells others their words are not worth your energy. It signals that you operate on a level they cannot access. Practice this. The next time someone disrespects you, pause. Say nothing. Watch the balance of power shift. Next, remove access to your life. Your presence is not a right. It's a privilege. Your time, energy, loyalty, and attention are valuable currencies. Anyone who disrespects you has proven they do not deserve access to those currencies. Most men tolerate disrespect because they fear loss of company, loss of comfort, loss of connection. Powerful men understand that solitude is better than polluted company. Removing access is not emotional. It's strategic. You do not argue. You do not explain. You do not announce your departure. You simply withdraw. When someone loses access to you, they feel it deeply. Your absence speaks louder than confrontation ever could. Scarcity creates value. When people know one mistake means permanent distance, they move differently around you. Standards demand respect. So protect your space, remove access without guilt, and let silence do the teaching. Next, elevate beyond their reach. The most effective response to disrespect is growth. Revenge drains energy. Elevation multiplies it. Every moment spent thinking about someone who disrespected you is a moment stolen from your own development. Powerful men redirect anger into discipline, into work, into focus, into progress. They use disrespect as fuel, not distraction. When you rise high enough, opinions from below lose their weight. You do not need validation when your results speak clearly. Success creates distance. Distance creates peace. This is not about proving anyone wrong. It's about becoming undeniable. When you elevate, disrespect fades into background noise. Build, improve, expand. Let your silence and success do the talking. Next, let them expose themselves. Patience is a weapon. People who disrespect others reveal their character over time. Ego-driven behavior always repeats itself. If you step back and observe, they will eventually expose themselves without your help. Do not rush to attack. Do not overreact. Let patterns reveal truth. The same traits that cause them to disrespect you will destroy their reputation naturally. In some situations, simply staying calm while they unravel is enough. Your composure becomes contrast. Others notice. Judgment forms without your involvement. Justice delivered by behavior is stronger than accusation. Let time work in your favor. Next, control the narrative. Perception shapes reality. Disrespect is not just personal, it's public positioning. If you allow someone to frame you as weak, that story spreads. Control begins with calm. Emotional reactions make you look unstable. Composure signals strength. You do not gossip. You do not defend yourself loudly. You move with consistency. Actions contradict lies faster than words ever could. People trust what they see repeatedly. When your behavior stays solid and theirs stays erratic, the narrative shifts naturally. Think carefully. Every move shapes perception. Control the story by controlling yourself. Next, strike where it hurts. Reputation. When action is necessary, it must be precise. Powerful men do not gossip. They do not spread rumors. They build contrast. Integrity exposes dishonor. Discipline reveals chaos. Consistency exposes unreliability. Reputation damage happens when your character outshines theirs so clearly that others notice without instruction. Build relationships around them. Become valuable where they are replaceable. Let truth spread through presence, not attack. The most devastating strikes leave no fingerprints. Next, become indifferent. This is the final level. Disrespect only hurts when you care about the opinion behind it. Indifference removes that power completely. When you stop seeking validation, manipulation fails. When you no longer need approval, attacks lose meaning. Indifference is not pretending. It is emotional independence. It is knowing your worth without external confirmation. When you reach this state, people feel it. They sense that you are no longer playing the same game. attempts to provoke you fall flat. True power is internal sovereignty. When nothing external can disturb your peace, you are untouchable. Respect is not requested. It is enforced through standards. Silence, distance, discipline, patience, perception, reputation, and indifference form a complete system. Used together, they change how the world responds to you. The goal is not domination. The goal is freedom. Freedom from emotional reactions. Freedom from validation. Freedom from chaos. Most men never reach this level, not because it's hidden, but because it demands discipline. Master yourself, and the world adjusts accordingly. And that is the absolute truth. You don't have to worry about who's saying what or what they think or what they feel. It's irrelevant. You take all of that energy that comes at you from somebody trying to soil your reputation because they're insecure. They know they don't have the greatness inside of them like you do, which technically we all do. But some are misdirected and they'll never realize what they have within themselves, so they'll try to destroy what they see in you. And I've had to deal with that on so many different levels. And I'm not claiming I'm this big guy, no, but I do have greatness in me, and you have greatness in you. But if you're so focused on tearing down the person next to you or outside of you, it's a curse as far as I'm concerned, because the Creator gave you talents and you're disrespecting Him by ignoring them. This is why I work so hard. It's my way of saying thanks to the one who made me and what He put inside of me. For me to sit down and do nothing and worry about somebody else? No, I can't do that. Long before many of these people knew me, I was always this way. Maybe not as developed as I am now, but I get to work. I have no time to sit around and argue with people who are living in a nondescript manner. I got greatness to pursue from within. It's there, I just have to bring it out. And just don't let those types of energies get around you and suffocate you or draw you into their battles that mean nothing. What will it mean to you 5 years from now? You probably won't even know these people. What will it mean to you a year from now? You probably won't even know these people. I mean, will it matter 2 weeks? Is it going to help pay your light bill? Is it going to put more food in your refrigerator? You got to understand, you don't have to ask these same people for permission to do anything. You are already free. You just have to know it. Whether it's family members, neighbors, in-laws, co-workers, whatever it may be. When you close your door and you come inside your home, wherever that may be, it might be an apartment, it might be a mansion, it might be a box under a tree somewhere. You have to have peace of mind within yourself and never let anybody take that from you. It seems today in this world, especially with social media, I use it, but the same way I use it, a lot of people use it for other things. To attack people, to smear people, to knock them. I'm not there long enough. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to make an announcement. I'm going to say that I don't have access to any of my Facebook pages anymore. My authentication app doesn't work because I have a new one, because I have a new phone. So the Facebook pages are still there. The fan page is still there. The personal page is still there. But if you send me an email or send a comment on the fan page, I might get an email stating that you sent it, but I can't go in. I did the whole steps to get access to it back, but Facebook hasn't been responding, so I'm kicking them to the curb. Now, I may eventually make a personal page to reach out to certain people that I just can't reach out to normally, but I'm through with being on social media, and I'm going to say chasing it down, which I've never chased it down. I distribute there. But at this point in my career, in this point in my life, as these platforms fall off, if you like what I do, you can find me. I will be on YouTube, right? And LANCESCURV X. That's about it. I'm on Instagram. I'm on some other places, but my interest there is waning. And I don't see the point because it's so commercialized. They control the algorithms. They shadow ban you. I don't need it. So I'm going to stand alone from this point on. I just had to say that in the middle of this. And so this is why even still, look at that. I'm not even letting that discourage me, because what does it do for me, right? Instagram, Facebook, they're all there for advertisements so they can make money off of your content. You know, it's not fair. It's not a fair exchange, but most people are not looking for money or anything either. And I'm not either, not on those platforms. I make my money elsewhere, and there'll be things that I'll be offering that will be fairly priced, and I'll move on with my talents. That's the main thing. I'm going back to the original, back underground. You'll always know where to find me. I'll always be doing stuff every single day, but I'm slowly but surely moving away from these platforms. And by the year's end, because this is January of 2026, by December, I'll probably be on nothing more than YouTube and LANCESCURV X. I'm trying to shake Twitter X. I'm trying to shake that, and I probably will, but they're not going to have a grip on me like that. So we're just going to let those dry up as they are. So you know my contact information. It will be on this page, but you can always reach me at LANCESCURVX.com. You can always reach me on WhatsApp, 407-590-0755. I do have a Ghanaian WhatsApp, but I use the one that is from America, because that's the one that's been out there the most. Sorry to interrupt this flow with that little mini verbal commercial, but I just had to put that out there. And I will be speaking about this more, because not everybody's going to hear this particular video. So I'm going to keep it out there. But yeah, now is not the time. One thing I want to suggest, I just explained about the disrespect and how to deal with it, but word therapy. I made it up. Maybe somebody else used it, but you have music therapy, you have word therapy. Whenever negative people or negative thoughts start to hit you, right? Use positive words, even single words that make you feel better. Momentum, upswing, ascension. Those are three of my favorite words that I'm not going to say I chant it like it's a strange religion or whatever, but I will say those things over and over when negativity gets in my head. And I don't say them out loud, I say them to myself. And sometimes when I'm home and even outside, nobody's around, I will say it. Ascension, ascension, momentum, meaning that you don't have to take any of your current energy to push, because you've been doing what you've been doing for a while. So you have the momentum, okay? You're in your car, you're driving, you're on the highway, 75 miles an hour. You take your foot off the gas, the car's not going to stop. It will eventually slow down until it stops if you don't put any gas to it, because you have momentum. Word therapy. Ascension. I'm ascending. I'm on the upswing. On the upswing. Right? I mean, we say things are getting better. People say, I'm blessed and highly favored, but those are weak. Say the word. Program yourself with the word, even when you feel a little down. Play some music from a time when things were so positive, when you were accomplishing things. And if you have to think about the past, think about your victories. Too many of us think in the past about something that was bad. Oh, I broke up with this girl 40 years ago, and she ain't never paid you no mind, man. Oh, I used to have all of this money and I lost it, or whatever. Well, you're thinking something negative. You're rebranding yourself as the failure. You're rebranding yourself as that negative entity that experienced something, but you're not your experiences. You're supposed to learn from your experiences, but you're supposed to wash that off. Yes, you will always have a memory of it, but if there's nothing positive coming out of it, or if you didn't learn anything out of it, what good is it? Get into your music therapy and your word therapy, right? When I used to do bodybuilding, there were certain songs I posed to when I won certain competitions. Well, you know what? So many years ago that was. I'm not living in the past, but I'll play that music and I'll go through the posing routine in here in the dark or by myself and relive that and feel like the winner that I am, because you're a winner. And if you don't feel you're a winner and you're mad at me for saying that I'm a winner, then something's wrong with you. I'm gonna tell you straight up. You're supposed to know in yourself, not even just believe in yourself, but you're supposed to know in yourself This is why real fighters that get into the ring and box, you have a champion who's undefeated, and you have another guy who's a trial horse. He's been there for a long time, and he probably has more losses than he has wins. But guess what? That champion will respect that trial horse because that trial horse has the guts to get up in the ring and believe he's going to win, no matter how many losses he took. And that's how we have to think in this life. We can't let people beat us down and take our soul and have us walking around with our nose down and feeling bad and almost apologizing for feeling confident, apologizing for having goals and wanting to reach higher. This happens in families. This happens within circles of friends. That it's like you made a silent agreement to not move forward with what you want to do. You have the right to pick whatever it is off the menu of life that you want to do, as long as your creator signs off on it, and as long as you're not sitting there using your talents to hurt or your intentions to hurt somebody. You don't have to ask anybody. We have too many, and that's its own show, these silent agreements that we have. I might do that tonight for 10 minutes and just speak it out. But I'll say it like this. There's no imaginary wall. There's no imaginary barrier. Why are you staying corralled in like cattle with an electric fence that they can't see, but as soon as they try to get past it, they get zapped? Look, I'm not going to say go to college. We know college is a business. We know a lot of people go to college and come out these days and can't find jobs, whatever. But I'm going to use this example. Say you want to go and you're determined to go and you see the good in it, and nobody in your family went to college. You're going to get some family members who feel funny about that because you're the first to do this. You're going beyond the limit of what's in your bloodline, right? It could be a relationship where your new endeavors threaten an insecure mate. Because if you succeed in this, other people are going to know you, they may like you or whatever, and this person wants to keep you in a little neat box so you don't go anywhere for their amusement because they don't have the enthusiasm to do. You got to be aware of all of these things. It's very important. What imaginary boundaries do you have around you that you allow disrespect to just rain down on your head like it's okay? No. Matter of fact, I'm going to rant on that in a little while, but we're going to throw this one up, put this one out there. Motivation, y'all. Motivation. This is the new year. Every day is a new year. Every day is the first day of the rest of your life. That alone, forget the new year. Every day is the first day of the rest of your life. You've been living life. You know what you accomplished and didn't accomplish. You know your flaws. You know your good points. Let's get with it. That's what it's going to take. Anyway, I'm going to grab a bite to eat. I'm going to sit right back down and I'm going to freestyle something enjoyable because that's the way I'm feeling tonight, right? Anyway, LANCESCURV out. Going to eat a little plate and I'll be on to the next one. And we're going to motivate tonight. Peace.